Camby and Bennett Salvatore. Duncan off the glass. Now Houston against Ellie. Ties it at 2.
What great confidence Allen Houston is playing with, coming off a 32-point game in Game 6 against Indiana.
It's it over again with Avery Johnson. Robinson, nice pass to Ellie. The basket and 1. The foul is on Houston.
A nice back cut against the vision and the three-point play.
During the regular season, they've won 6 away from home in the playoffs. Johnson finds Dudley. Robinson with a hand on it, but a foul. In the playoffs, he's at 40%. 1 of 2.
They'll do it once again here to try to get Larry Johnson another foul.
Here he goes, another whistle, and they got just what they came for. Number 2 on number 2. The shot and goes inside to Mario Ellie. Spinning baseline and scoring.
They found the mismatch. Charlie Ward was caught on Ellie. Great patience that time. I really like the way San Antonio has started here, Bob. With all the time off, you
poked it away from Duncan. Houston's jumper is there.
Great screen that time by Dudley. Stepped over.
Robinson screening for Johnson. Now gets it back from him and hits the 15-footer.
Well, for the people who have not seen much of San Antonio, that's David Robinson's shot. He loves that little top of the circle. Duncan loves it on the angle where he can use that glass.
Thomas again.
Shot blocking compresses. Thomas, Camby, Larry Johnson will have that little jump shot. They have to make that off the penetration from Sprewell in Houston.
Robinson. Contact as he cut through the lane.
And gone on with this team. He is having fun playing basketball, more so than I've ever seen him have it before. And his love and
Johnson's pass knocked away. Houston comes out of the pack with the steal. They run the break, and Ward finishes it.
That's when New York is at their best, forcing turnovers and running. A great job by Kurt Thomas fronting the post and knocking that entry pass away.
Thomas to follow. And Robinson takes it. Avery Johnson all the way to the hoop, tripped up. And the foul will be on Ward.
Emotionally drained. He said they did not practice well the last couple of days. Said he spoke to him very forcefully.
Robinson had it poked away, and Dudley takes it. Here comes Sprewell. Duncan with it. Spree explodes to the basket and gets the roll.
See, that's what you got to do. You can't flip the ball at the basket. You backed away.
Duncan with the reverse.
Just get the basket.
Sprewell.
Wow, what a shot. Over Tim Duncan.
Robinson inside, but missed it.
But done a nice job there. That's his second block shot. And it leads to a quick, fast break from Houston. So right now, New York has to be very happy, Bob. They're doing a good job defensively. They're getting out and running.
Here's Duncan, surrounded by 3 defenders and a foul.
They can get their defense back and get set against us, and now we have to work hard to score, so we've got to limit their free throw attempts.
San Antonio leading 17-15. Jackson. Backing in on him. Finding Camby, who hits over Malik Rose.
See, with David Robinson out of the game now, Camby can go right over the top of Malik Rose. They've lost.
Sprewell driving on Jaren Jackson, but he's rejected. Into the hands of Childs, though. He finds Thomas underneath, and Thomas is clobbered.
I think they're going to call a flagrant also. They took him down. Jaren Jackson and Rose went up.
They have the game-type scrimmages trying to keep their conditioning, but obviously, with the way this game has started, it has not worked. You cannot play practice like it is a game. David really know what it is to have this crowd with this game-type action, try to get their breath back, so they'll recover and they'll be back as the game continues.
Never seen it before.
And of course, you coached him at Detroit. Here's Malik Rose inside and scoring. Spinning to the baseline and converting on the reverse.
Oh, Latrell Sprewell's off to a great start. That is
finds Jaren Jackson alone. He misses the 3. It's taken by Childs. Pulls up and fires. It's short. It falls right into the hands of Kurt Thomas for a gift basket. Ellie the lob to Duncan. Between two defenders, he puts it in.
How about the catch? How about the catch and the ability to come down as that big guy and lay the ball in the basket?
Houston driving on Ellie. Spinning, shooting, and hitting again. And Detroit swept them. Knicks up by half a dozen as we start the second quarter. Sprewell can't increase it, and Duncan takes the rebound. Duncan into the lane, pull-up jumper, good.
Now how about that play? Tim Duncan, he's playing with.
Johnson backs in on Elliott. Ball knocked away. Camby trying to save it, but it winds up in San Antonio's hands. Jaren Jackson eyes a three. And the Spurs pull to within one. And Chris Childs is hit with a technical on top of it.
This is the one thing you don't want to do.
9:43 to play in the first half. New York by one.
That they go through after a 27-point first quarter. They have not scored in almost 4 minutes.
Robinson is hit as he cuts to the basket. On the Knicks and Spurs matchup and picks a champion. Plus, you can email Bill Walton, every fan's dream, at msnbcsports.com. Johnson into traffic, and a foul called by Bennett Salvatore. It comes before the shot. It's on Jerome Kersey his first. Spurs are over the limit already in the period. And so Johnson shoots. Larry Johnson up in a crowd. Jim thanks. Spurs ball. They trail by 3. David Robinson cuts it to 1.
That little isolation play, they love to bring David Robinson out to that free throw line extended and let's.
And Johnson picks up his third as he's hit with the offensive foul. And Kurt Thomas is whistled for a foul. That's his second. The focus of the offense has shifted to Tim Duncan as the first option.
When David Robinson scores big, he normally does it by getting to the free throw line a lot. You're seeing that in the game tonight. Drawing
to Thomas from 20. Overshot it badly. Jackson and Dudley chasing after it. And a loose ball foul on Jaren Jackson.
Now, Bob, the ironic thing about the New York foul trouble right now is you would expect Chris Dudley to be a guy who normally picks up quick fouls. He has none. It's been Camby and Larry Johnson tonight that's gotten the fouls.
David Robinson. And the rebound to Dudley. Sprewell pulls up and gives New York the lead.
Oh, that's a 1-on-4. You're talking about confidence. He just comes down the floor and lets it go, but that's...
Runs him into a Duncan screen. Now up top to Robinson. The Admiral on a drive. And a foul on the play. It will go against San Antonio. It's Robinson's second. Ellie went for the steal. That left Houston open.
Got to square him up. The way Allen Houston is shooting, you cannot give him those easy looks. And right in trouble right now.
Ellie against Dudley. Slings it back outside to Duncan. And Duncan lays it in. Houston feeling it, but missing it. The rebound taken by Duncan. Arielli with Houston all over him. Finds Duncan into the paint, switches hands and misses, but he was fouled on the play. And one of those believers is Knicks coach Jeff Van Gundy.
Well, I think you've really seen his game blossom in the playoffs.
Robinson to Duncan.
Wonderful high-low, wonderful pass there.
Dudley is blocked by Robinson. Into the hands of Avery Johnson. He scored yet. Robinson's open. Spurs by 4. Anymore in San Francisco. He says, I'll have a whole new attitude coming into training camp after watching what David Robinson did this year with San Antonio, willingly taking a secondary role. I'll do that on the football field. 4 years older than his coach, has checked in for the last few moments, last minute and a half of this first half. Here's Ellie against Houston. He was bumped and fouled.
to make calls, and that's what San Antonio has done to get through this little period of time where they've struggled to put the ball in the basket.
Dudley against Duncan. He'll shoot a little hook, but he won't get the bounce. Here comes Avery Johnson, 2-on-1. Daniels on his right. Antonio Daniels lays it in. Last half minute. Duncan's open, and he drills the 20-footer. Charlie Ward out to Herb Williams. The tip doesn't drop, and a New York foul.
3 of your players in foul trouble.
With that free throw, Duncan has now outscored the Knicks in this quarter. He's got 11 points. New York has 10. Last 4 seconds. Pass deflected. Dudley going to get off the last shot? Not quite. He claims he was fouled.
On a 14-2 run. So they were down by 4. They now lead by 8. That's the importance of closing out half.
Stay tuned for the Prudential halftime report. 6 on the 24 as Ellie drives and scores. Working against Ellie, gets a screen from Johnson and pops home the jumper. A decade apart, 87 and 97. Elliott, nice catch inside, switches to the left hand and finishes it.
That's his first field goal. They've made a conscious effort to get him involved. He
returns it to Ward for a 3, and he's got it.
Boy, he needed that one.
To help Dudley with Robinson. Cutting through is Avery Johnson, and Robinson finds him.
Ward starts peeking at David Robinson. Uh-oh, where did Avery Johnson go? He goes right to the basket, and Malik Rose pulls away from that. Looks like he's going to try to go up and maybe tip this ball at the last minute. He pulls his hand away. Smart play, otherwise it would have been goaltending. He has got to be an impact player.
Mario Ellie has it blocked away by Ward, who then makes a valiant attempt to save it. Here's Charlie Ward. Inside to Johnson. In traffic, he's fouled. The Spurs were 6 and 8, and since then, they're 42 and 6.
And again, showed great patience. They fired Popovich, trade David Robinson. They stayed with it.
Johnson. Now here's Camby against Robinson, leaning in and scoring.
That's what he brings, energy. You don't have to run plays for him.
To face the basket against Johnson. And an illegal defense is called against New York.
Below that illegal defensive area. And they've been whistled for it now. That's a technical, and they get the score.
Ward coming over to help Johnson. The turnaround is good.
They're going to have to give him some help. Larry Johnson has got fouls.
First basket of the second half gives him 21. Houston's pass intercepted by Ellie. The trailer is Sean Elliott. Poked away from him by Camby. Loose ball to the side, out of bounds, touch last by Duncan.
Reads the defense. Charlie Ward comes down, he goes back, steps in between the double team, and just too big and tall, and finishes against Larry Johnson.
Nick Ball when we come back. Duncan spinning on Johnson, and the contingent from the Virgin Islands can erupt on that. You know, his primary sport was swimming, for their good fortune. The jumper by Sprewell is short, but how about the follow? Man, Camby just stuffed it through.
Well, that's come to life here.
Here's Avery Johnson. Ward. Got it. Robinson looking for Duncan. And finding him.
What makes these two guys so great together is they both can pass the ball.
Duncan's got 25. Robinson on Johnson. 5 seconds to shoot. Larry Johnson spinning. Knocked back in his face, recovered by Camby, who beats the shot clock, but comes up empty. Johnson hustling after it, but can't quite come up with it. San Antonio. Sean Elliott all alone. Got it. Sprewell. Into traffic, finds Johnson, and then the tip for Camby. Robinson, knocked away from him by Camby. Loose ball scooped up by Houston. Here comes Sprewell. Around Elliott, lays it in. Here's Jaren Jackson, 2 seconds to shoot. Jackson does, and the Spurs have now made their last 6 shots from the field as they begin to pull away.
Duncan, Robinson, now the outside guys are starting to get free.
Sprewell quiets the crowd just a bit. Robinson into the corner for Elliott. He hits the three. From virtually the same spot where he hit the back-breaking three against the Trailblazers in Game 2 of the conference finals. Sprewell has it squared away. Robinson grabs it. Avery Johnson, a blind pass for Jaren Jackson, but they lose it. Here's Houston. A pull-up jumper is good. Here's Duncan. Guarded by Thomas. Driving on him. Off-balance shot, no good. Into the arms of Camby, who is still a bit gimpy as he heads back to the other end of the floor. Sprewell again. Good again.
This guy's unbelievable. I know he's not tired. He can't wait to get it again.
Camby trying to contend with Robinson. That leaves Jackson wide open, and he knows what to do. After a pair of threes, they lead by 10. Last minute of the third. Robinson into the paint and a whistle.
Bob, we go back a few minutes now. Camby knocks that ball loose from David Robinson. And as the ball was picked up by Allen Houston, and they talk, you see Camby get up, and he's really limping right there.
Became the secondary guy, and they won the NBA title. Robinson has become the secondary guy here, and the Spurs are odds on to win their first title. A whistle, illegal defense.
His knee, don't know right now his status. Camby indicated when he came back to the bench that it was bothering him, that he wanted to continue later in the game. We'll find out more and pass it on.
Houston for three. It rattles in and out. Would have been a big one. Rebound tap to the side. Sprewell saves it to Johnson. Wow, what a play. Here's Kurt Thomas inside from Ward.
Great hustle that time by New York, and then Kurt Thomas used his body nicely.
By 8 at the half. They lead by 8 entering the fourth quarter.
New York is not going to go away. They're
15 minutes tonight. Scored 5 points, taken 1 rebound. Houston was fouled as we go to Jim Gray.
Look at anything, but congratulations to Allen and his beautiful wife.
And he brings them to within 6. Jackson looking inside from Malik Rose. He's covered, so Jackson takes a wild off-balance three. And that's the kind of season and playoff run it's been for San Antonio. Trailing the play is Childs, and he connects.
You know, Sprewell is one of those guys you play with. He's bringing so much energy. He almost drags you along with him. If you're
Kerr out high. Into the lane. His shot is blocked. Camby got a hand on it. It squirts out of bounds, and the Knicks will have it. Sprewell finding Camby. Little touch pass over to Thomas, and a foul. Has ER's Noah Weiler. The Tonight Show and Late Night with Conan O'Brien coming up on NBC. Full timeout. You know what we do then. Please watch these commercial messages. Tim Duncan gives it up to Jackson. Jaren Jackson.
right on time.
Man. Childs. The bounce back inside to Sprewell. Now Larry Johnson. Off the glass, no good.
Working so hard inside.
Johnson trying to find Robinson. Broken up by Larry Johnson. And he'll pick up number 5.
So you tell your guys, play defense before the guy catches the ball. And you see Larry Johnson this time working hard. Little touch foul there over the top. More importantly, that will be the team 5th. So San Antonio will shoot free throws the rest of the game. Play Dudley in the 4th quarter. He's a poor free throw shooter.
Duncan turning on Dudley and scoring. 27 for Tim Duncan. Houston. Robinson comes over and blocks it. Inside 5 minutes to play in the 4th. Duncan. He's got 29.
Just no answer. They don't have any size. They've got to go to a smaller team. They've got to have some offense on the floor.
Childs on the move to the left hand. Missed it. Thomas follows and connects. two-man game with Duncan, who takes it to the hoop. Doesn't get the roll, but the tip is credited to Duncan, and now he has 31.
They're scored. Allen or Sprewell, they beat somebody off the dribble. They run into either Duncan or Robinson. They have to work so hard for their shots.
Quarter. Here's Childs. It would have been a 2. It's no good. Thomas clears it, gives them another try. New York is now 2 for 15 in this quarter, and they've scored but 7 points. Make it 9 as Thomas swishes one off the baseline. Now David Robinson. He has it back. Jackson fires a 3 and puts the Knicks away.
All throughout the playoffs. Tonight, once again, it's Jaren Jackson playing instead of Sean Elliott in the fourth quarter.
Sprewell answers with a 3, but too little, too late. New York claims it. Robinson pokes it away. Duncan with a great save. Duncan had it stripped, but there was a foul.
You go inside to him. If they double team it, you trust and you kick it out. Childs slow in the rotation getting there, and you see Jaren Jackson, he's loving it.
Duncan missed the first, looks for his 32nd point, and there it is. Swept by the Pistons with Byron Scott and Magic Johnson hurt. Duncan knocked away, and another trip to the foul line. Jones and Bill Walton
Kind of teams in the first 3 rounds. Minnesota, they said Avery Johnson is going to beat us. Bob, he's only taken about 1 or 2 shots tonight. And Duncan, in round 3, Robinson. Tonight, the big Twin Towers again, and the timely shooting of Jaren Jackson.
And we go to Ahmad Rashad.
All right, thanks, Bob. Tim, you can tell the time off. You guys are a little bit rusty at the start of the game, but started to get in the flow towards the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, we knew we'd come out a little rusty and we'd have a little time to get into it, but we know we played 48 minutes, played all the way through, and we just got back into it.
In the first half, not many outside shots. In the second half, you started to open up. What opened it up for you, Jaren?
We finally got into some rhythm. I was able to start hitting my shots. I hit a tough one in the corner, but I got into a little rhythm. Tim was feeding me outside the post, and we just played a solid game tonight.
All right, confidence-wise, what's this win do for you?
Oh, it feels great to get this first one, knowing that we had those 10, 11 days off, and to come back here and play as well as we did down the stretch. It's great for us, and we know we can play better.
And you played great for those fans up there that came in from your hometown.
Yeah, great. It was great to have them here. It's just an awesome feeling.
All right, thank you. Congratulations, guys. Let's go over to Jim Gray.
Is immediately available on CNBC. For Doug Collins, Ahmad Rashad, and Jim Gray, I'm Bob Costas. This has been the NBA on NBC.